Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the 80-year anniversary Marvel Legends Iron Man. Very cool looking box. I love these old, these boxes overall, and I like the graphics on the back here. Has a cool image of Iron Man right there. A little brief bio. Marvel 80 years, same image on the side here. Overall, I just love these boxes. I love the classic print, same with the cap, and just the whole 80-year logo. It makes it feel special. Anyway, we'll go to get this guy opened up. We'll check out the accessories and then the details of the figure. All right, so first up, we'll check out the alternate Iron Man armored head, which is pretty cool. She's got that nice kind of metallic but pearlized, kind of ruby red, I don't know, red plastic there, but it's got a nice gloss to it. And it's got the gold paint on the front. Mine does have a little bit of the dripping gold paint, like it got a little too much dripping over the eye there. I might be able to kind of scrape that out, but otherwise it's got the nice dark black in the mouth and the eyes. Overall, it's a very smooth looking faceplate. It does have the little round circles where the ears are. Very cool, classic looking Iron Man. Then we have Tony Stark here, which actually is a really cool looking Tony Stark head. Mine's got dry skin just like my hands on his forehead there, but overall the black hair looks painted really well. Looks nice and clean. There's no flesh tone showing, no flesh-like color showing through the top. Even though I believe now they're just actually black pieces of plastic glued onto these heads. Nice straight looking mustache there, and same thing with the eyebrows. Eyes are looking straight forward, which is always awesome. There is a little bit of black paint kind of coming over the top, not too noticeable on the eyebrow, but overall it's got to scrape that dry skin off his forehead, and I think he'll look pretty good. He's got a little dimple on his chin there, but it's a very cool looking Tony Stark head. And then for the effects, we get these bigger blast effects that will plug into the smaller blast effects, which we've seen before, where they turn yellow to white. And then these can plug into his hands or his feet, whichever you prefer. But I think it's cool that this was the first time where we've had these bigger accessories when this figure came out. But it's just nice to always, like I said, with other times, it's always cool to keep getting these little effects. I know they are the same effects, but it's nice to build up your collection when you have multiple different colors. It just gives you, a variety to display your figures. And then for his alternate hands, we get another open hand and a fisted hand. I do like how they have the repulsor actually painted in the fisted hand. I will most likely be displaying him with the fisted hands, but it is cool that you get those two open hands to get those blast effects plugged right on in there. It's just a black hole, but with those effects plugged in, you're not going to even see it. Now checking out Iron Man, I actually like this helmet a little more so than this one. I just like the more flat-faced, more look of the faceplate. I like that you can't see his nose. That's just my preference. But it's just a nice gold. You can see the black eyes. It does feel like the left eye is a little bigger. The rectangle looks like the paint got in there a little better than this one. So it's almost like he's winking. But from a far distance, hopefully it won't drive me crazy. Otherwise, he'll be using the Tony Stark head. Anyways, got the black mouth there. Gold, nice clean gold paint. Got that glossy pearlized red going around the top of his head. But I do like how it's kind of got those grooves in there to kind of make it look like the faceplate can come off. It does have the red armor on the chest here. You got the yellow on the tops of these pieces. It's a little sloppy on this one. You can see it just kind of blobbed on there. And then on this one, it's a little cleaner, but still just kind of blobbed under. I do like the arc reactor. It's a nice flat white, but it just looks really cool. It's sculpted and placed in there, and it just looks really nice. I like how that turned out. It's got the nice gold paint on the arms here, and coming down to the more classic with the rivets around the forearms and hands. All that's just done in red. The gold looks good here. Gold pins, which is nice. And they got the more open hand. Let's check out the arc reactor on or the repulsor on that one. Looks pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. And it's got the red chest, and it's got the little circles on the hips here. Coming around the back, just continues with the red. You got the lining on the butt and lining on the front. You got the nice gold on the legs. I really like this gold. It's a good shine to it. They kept the pegs gold. They're not red on the inside, which would be kind of an eyesore. It has nice glossy red boots with those linings continuing through. Overall, it's a great classic Iron Man. I really like him. So now going with the articulation, he looks left and right. He looks, he can look up. You can get him in those good flight poses. Looks down. Got the ball joints in the shoulders to move out. forward and back. He's got the upper bicep swiveled, double jointed elbows, wrist rotation. This does not have a hinge, so you don't want to break yours. I wish they gave those hinges. I know the newer ones do, which is nice. Got a hinge at the wrist on this one. The fisted hand has a nice ab crunch there. I made that sound. That wasn't the figure. Arches back, waist swivel. These do not really move. They are pegged in there. Or not pegged in there, but they're just kind of part of the sculpt, so you could break those off. Kicks out, spreads this much, and they are pliable, so at least they move out of the way. That's tight. Get it in. There we go. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, ankles move up, nice ankle rockers, and Pickles bomb his feet. So I'm going to show you guys the alternate pieces, and then show you guys how tall he is in comparisons then. So this alternate head, I'm not going to be able to pop on. The circle in there is not quite circle, like a full circle. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of off shade, so I almost need to cut away some of it compared to this one. So you can kind of see the difference. This one's kind of just bubbles out to the side more, where this one, and it's more round, where this one's actually a full circle. So that's too bad. But here's how it would look on the body. There you go. Oh, Hasbro. And then here's the Tony Stark. I don't know why I said Hawk. Watching too many skate videos. I don't know. Anyway, Tony Stark's head on here. He popped on there. No problem at all. This actually looks really cool to me. It kind of makes me wish he had a gripping hand so you can have him, holding the helmet. But maybe you can kind of cuff a fisted hand over like that and have him hold his helmet. But I think this looks really good. Really fits the body and everything like that. It doesn't look like the head's too small or the neck's too skinny or anything like that. But overall, I think that's a cool Tony Stark head. So here's Iron Man with this big blast effect. Pretty cool. I actually like the bigger outer rim. I think that really adds to this whole effect. I think that looks really nice. All right, so Iron Man stand, a little over, just right at 6 inches tall. And then here he is next to the Series 1 variant Gold Iron Man and the Series 1 Iron Man. It kind of has the more same kind of round faceplate there. And here he is next to the Ironmonger Wave Iron Man, which looks tiny and skinny now compared to these guys. Look at that. Scrawny little Iron Man. Same height as Series 1. That one that's kind of leaning because his legs are kind of loose. Whoops. Kind of bumped the camera. But man, does he look tiny and scrawny. Definitely not going to be in the Hall of Armor anymore just because he is very off-centered and doesn't look right anymore, especially when this guy's armor is the exact same thing. But it's a great update. I'm so glad they redid him because this looks really bad now. Here is the comparison of the Tony Stark heads with the new Tony Stark with the old Toys R Us exclusive Iron Man 2-pack that came with either Maria Hill or I am drawing a blank on the other female SHIELD agent, so forgive me. But man, is that an improvement or what? I think that is great. What a great improvement. Overall, I think this is a fantastic classic Iron Man. So here he is next to the 80th anniversary cap, which I think they look great together. I really wish they would have done a Hulk since they did Thor, which I will be reviewing soon. But I do wish they would have given us a 80th anniversary classic Hulk. I think that would have been just a great way to kind of round off the 4 classic characters of Avengers. But overall, I think this Iron Man is awesome. I know he was kind of a peg warmer, but overall, with all the accessories you get with him, I think it's a great figure, and it definitely replaces the tiny little scrawny one from Ironmonger Wave. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Take care. Bye.